everybody, what's going on? We're on episode 3 of Dear Downloads. You got your hosts Luke and Connor here. What's going on, Connor? How you doing?
Hey, doing good. Doing good today. How you
Oh,
doing?
I'm doing all right. What's shaking? What you been playing this week?
Oh, oh man, this week I'm super lame. I haven't played a video game at
Oh,
all week.
fail, dude. Super fail.
I know. I know, man. I haven't let me think about it.
Well,
No, yeah, I haven't played at all. Yeah, even Warzone had a big update on Tuesday too for like Halloween mode, which we'll get into.
okay.
But I didn't even get to play that. I haven't done jack nothing on video games.
Well, shit. What you been doing in the meantime then? Obviously, you've been doing something. Just hanging out, doing nothing.
Yeah, doing nothing. No, I was hanging with the family.
Okay.
We didn't really watch too much, but I was trying to like do some research and work on my submission for Doctober
Okay.
for that I just put out yesterday on Twitter uh, for Doctor Disrespect's like fan costume contest. So I've just been messing with that, like trying to BS and think of like funny things to do with it, and dude, it's I know you saw it, but I think it turned out so funny. I love it
Yeah,
so
I thought
much,
it was
dude.
great. It seems like you're getting some good positive feedback on it, possibly.
Dude, yeah. Like I only uploaded it last night, and let me see right now. It has 1,700 views,
Damn, dude.
which is insane. And this is just a Twitter post. It's not like on YouTube or anything. It's just a Twitter video. And I freaked out because Doctor Disrespect he liked it himself.
Oh,
So I'm like,
really?
oh shit, he saw it. Yeah. So I called my wife. I was like losing my mind for a minute. Super nerded out on it.
Fuck yeah, that's dope.
But yeah. So that's kind of what I've been messing with since we spoke last. Only been a few days,
Yeah.
but because we're recording on a Thursday, oh gosh, I don't have the date in front of
It's
me.
the 22nd.
October 22nd. Usually we record on a Saturday, maybe Sunday to release for the next week. So we're recording early because Luke's got to travel because he's an awesome dude.
Yeah.
Dude and guy doesn't work out. Dude. What you been up to? You get to play anything in the last few days?
I've been playing Hades the last couple days, which I don't know if you've been
Oh,
listening to stuff, but a lot of people have been super liking this game. I've heard about it, and it's interesting so far. I don't know how I feel about it quite yet. It's tingling in the back of my head. I like it, but I need to kind of get into it a little more. It's like a roguelike, if you know what that is, where it's like procedurally generated levels, and then like it's kind of like a dungeon crawler kind of thing.
okay.
Hacky and slashy, lots of dashing.
How far would you say you're into it? Like a few
Yeah,
hours or
just a
more?
couple hours, not a ton of
Oh,
time into
okay.
it, but
It's got you
it's
intrigued.
got me intrigued. Like when I
That's
first started
awesome.
playing it, I wasn't super into it, but the more I played, I'm starting to like it more. So
Sorry, I gotta clear my throat. That's awesome, dude.
yeah,
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot about it actually too.
yeah,
I was hearing a lot of people say that that's probably one of their favorite games in the last
year,
whatever. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. It's
Oh, wow.
super fun. Like the dash mechanics in it are super good, and like it seems like it has good voice acting, and like the artwork's super cool. So I think I'll stick with it for a while. I got it on the
So
Switch.
all around some positive vibes from it.
Yeah, positive vibes from it. I got it on the Switch, but I think you can get it on like PC and the.
Oh, it's a Switch game. Oh, okay.
I think it's just like on everything. But yeah, I
Okay.
don't know.
Okay.
If I can get a game on Switch, I usually do Switch or PC, just because the portable aspect is nice.
Do you take that around and play it?
Yeah,
Like your Switch or yeah?
yeah. I'll like. I mean, I love traveling with it, or I'll take it with me to like a bar, go get a beer, and play some Switch by myself or whatever.
That's one thing I never had. Never had I haven't had a Nintendo since GameCube.
Okay,
That's what's up,
I've
dude.
had like
That's what's up.
I've had all of their consoles other than the Wii U,
Okay.
but I don't know. There's like games on Nintendo that you can't get anywhere else, and like all the Zeldas and Mario's and stuff. So it's kind of like if you want to play those, then you're stuck buying one. So
Exactly. Yeah, I know I haven't played any of the new Zeldas. And I'm totally missing out because I love the Zelda franchise, man.
Oh, Breath of the Wild is so good. I would say if you can, you should just buy yourself a Switch because it's also
I know
the best thing ever.
it's on it's on the list. It is on the list. They're just money other demands other things.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, especially with holidays coming up
Yeah,
and
yeah,
kids and
exactly.
everything.
Well,
Yeah.
there you go. You can just get the kids a Switch.
I know one. I know one of them asked for it too, and I was like, "Oh man, I don't know if we could swing that." We'll see. We'll see. I want
You
to.
get the kids a Switch for Christmas. Okay, you got Connor a Switch for Christmas.
Yeah, I know. We'll just keep it in the living room, though. That's what we'll do. We'll
Yeah,
keep it in the living room.
yeah. Well, they're not also such like hot commodities anymore. For like the longest time at the beginning of the pandemic, they were impossible to find.
Yeah, yeah, I remember that because also like Animal Crossing is like a huge thing,
Yeah,
and
between Animal Crossing and like just the pandemic keeping everybody at home, like I sold mine because it was a first gen, and I figured I wanted to take to a second gen eventually, and then I just lived without a Switch for a couple months, and then
oh, we just lost you.
you lost me.
Yeah, okay, I got you now. It said you switched for a couple months, or you didn't have one for a couple
Oh
months,
yeah,
and you're gonna get the next
yeah.
gen.
So I sold my Switch for a couple months, and then bought one when they came back available like a month or two ago because I wanted to get the
Gotcha.
second gen that had better battery. Enjoyed.
It keeps losing you. I don't know if it's because your mic isn't close enough to your mouth.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It seems like when you talk lower, it just cuts itself out.
Okay, sorry about that, everybody.
It's all good.
Yeah, sorry. Anyways, yeah, I sold it at kind of the beginning of the pandemic and then bought a new one a couple months ago because I figured someone else can enjoy this while I'm playing hundreds of hours of Persona and Final Fantasy VII. So
You weren't touching the Switch, so you're
yeah,
like, you know what? I'm gonna dedicate this to the community of gaming.
let somebody else enjoy it. Well, I can sell it for full value. So
That's mighty noble of you, Lucas. Mighty
I'm
noble.
probably scum in some people's eyes now.
No, I know. You just saved it to upgrade, dude. So today's episode, we're gonna talk about in the spirit of Halloween. We're gonna kind of just go through spooky games, holiday events in game, and all sorts of different things. I don't know if I got a couple lists we're gonna go through. I know you know that,
Yep.
but I don't know. Have you ever played a in-game event for Halloween that like sticks out to you?
Sticks out to me. I remember like way back in the day when I was playing Final Fantasy 11, they had like a Halloween festival thing.
Oh
They
yeah,
give you like
that's
they'd give
cool.
you like they'd have like little pumpkins and they'd have like fireworks that turn into pumpkins and like jump around. I think they do the same thing in Final Fantasy 14 too. So kind of like that MMO thing where you're, playing games online and they have little online events. I'm pretty sure Destiny does that too, but I don't know if I was ever playing Destiny at that time. I probably was and just wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, that's on the list. Destiny had one, and World of Warcraft does
Oh
them
yeah.
and stuff. I played 11 for a while, man.
Did you?
Yeah, yeah, with my buddy Max on I want to say I played it on like
PS2?
yeah, no Xbox.
Oh, you would have yeah, Xbox 360 had it.
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh,
Xbox 360.
oh, I played so much 11 back in the day.
Oh man, I loved it. It was like a total escape from time.
How long did you
Like
play it for?
quite a while too,
Oh,
man. I played
really?
it for yeah, like I want to say at least a year. And whenever I played it, I was like obsessed with this Arizona band that became national. They're called they're metal as hell, dude. They're called Job for a Cowboy.
Okay.
And I had their like Doom EP playing while playing that game. And now anytime I hear that CD, I think of Final Fantasy 11. Although it has nothing to do with
Nothing to do with the
anything at
game.
all.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, no.
nothing.
Man, I played that game for years, off and on, like all through high school and college.
That's awesome, man. It was high school. It was high school for me. I don't know if I got into it.
In college.
Wait, no. No, yeah, it was high school.
Yeah,
It was like senior year of high school.
yeah, I played it a bunch senior year and then, like,
Because
freshman year of college.
it was free, wasn't it?
No,
Or
you
no?
had, like, a $10 a month, the subscription fee.
I think with Xbox Live,
That
you could do it with Xbox Live
Oh,
Gold or
really?
whatever.
That's cool.
Yeah, I think that's why I did it. I
Okay.
could be wrong because it's like so long
I
ago.
mean, yeah, that was
But
15 years ago now.
this, oh my gosh, oh my gosh,
Well,
that's
I was
insane.
reading they're doing a new update for that game, like, coming out in the next couple months.
It's still supported,
Yeah,
like still, even though they have 14 out. Oh my gosh,
yeah, there's people that still play that game, and it's, like, ancient.
wow. Well, I mean, it was good.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah, it's super fun, I mean, at least with
I think I moved into ASU in the dorms, and time went other
Oh,
things.
yeah, exactly, I didn't have time for that back in college. Shit.
Yeah, freaking architecture
I know,
program
right?
sucked
Eat
your
all your
soul.
time, eat your soul. Oh, well.
They trick you. They trick you that first year where it's just like one semester
Yeah,
of architecture, and then it's forever.
it's forever. Should we get back on
So,
topic anyways?
yeah, I guess we should.
Before
I
going
guess
back
we
down
should.
memory lane on Final Fantasy 11?
Yeah, I know. I was trying to think what character I played too, but yeah, we'll get into that another time.
I played Red Mage and
Um,
Warrior.
I think I was a red mage. That's right. I was a red
And
mage.
Ninja. I played Red Mage, Ninja, and Warrior.
That's awesome.
I don't know. I leveled up a bunch of jobs. I think I also played Samurai too.
Oh, okay. I only did like one character because I was like, this is too much time.
Yeah.
Let's see here. So I've got going through this. So I'm just gonna list some horror games that are the 25 best horror games according to GameSpot.
Oh,
Um,
GameSpot.
some I haven't played, some I have. Spot, not stop.
Oh, Spot, not Stop. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Like oh, you got a spot on your shirt, not
GameStop
like hey stop.
sucks.
Hey man, I used to work there, dude.
GameStop sucks.
Dude, all right. Here's a funny story. Probably shouldn't say this publicly, but I don't
That's
care.
okay.
So I worked at GameStop, but when I got hired, I don't know if I should tell this story. When I got hired, they were owned by EB Games, and I was just whatever high school kid
Yeah.
going to work at a video game store. I was like, this is tight, and but they were rolling over to GameStop.
Yeah.
Anyways, whatever. So after like 3 months or so of working there, they had to update their payroll because my checks were coming from EB Games,
Yeah.
so they had to update it to GameStop, and they had messed up at our store only, where like we've got like 5 times our pay, like our weekly pay. So I was in high school and
Whatever.
I got a check for like $800, and I was like,
Whoop.
okay.
Well, I mean, they're probably paying him minimum wage, so fuck them.
Oh yeah, yeah, exactly. And that's what the assistant manager's like. They did the same to me. Cash it now. It's like, oh.
I just
It
fuck,
was a funny.
I just fucking hate shopping there because they open all the games ahead of time. Like, fuck them.
Oh no, but they got sealed ones in the back. If you want a sealed game,
I guess.
they have sealed games. That's just for display. It's like Blockbuster, man.
I know.
If you remember that,
Oh,
the
I know.
movies weren't in the.
I'm just saying, like,
If anyone's listening, they're gonna be like, "What the fuck is Blockbuster?" Like,
hey, there's a
I don't
Blockbuster in
even.
Bend, bro.
No, there
Yeah, there
isn't.
is, dude.
It's still a thing. Like you could go in and rent a movie.
Yeah.
It's got to be privately owned. It's not
It's
by Blockbuster.
yeah, it's Blockbuster. It's like the last one in the world. It's in Bend,
What?
Oregon.
Of course, it would be in Oregon,
I
dude.
know,
Of
right?
course. Wow. All right, back on topic.
Squirrel.
So, squirrel distraction. So we got this game Amnesia Rebirth, which I have not played. It's on PS4 and PC.
I've never heard
I don't
that.
know if you never heard of it.
I don't
Okay,
play a ton of horror games or like scary shit.
me neither.
Like
Me
the
neither.
only
And I don't
ones
know.
I've
I think.
played is like Resident Evil 4, which scared the shit out of me.
Oh man, yeah, that's on my list. The scariest games I played was actually 4 wasn't that bad. That was like the third person shooter, right?
Yeah, third person over the shoulder.
Yeah, that was
Like
fun.
it's a super
But
fun game, but it's also scary as fuck at times. Like that's one of the
it
few
is, yeah.
scary
When they're
games
all
I've
chasing
ever
you and
played.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the guys with the chainsaws or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah. Dude, 3, Resident Evil 3, I never beat it because I was such a baby and was too afraid of it.
Oh, I love all the people doing like mods to like because they re-released what was it, Resident Evil 3 this year?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And
Uh-huh.
people like adding goofy shit, like replacing character models with like goofy shit in the game.
Oh my god. I
There-
gotta see
There's like a
that.
ton of videos of that.
Oh my god.
Did you ever play PT? It was like a it was supposed to be like the new Silent Hill, but it was directed by Kojima, and it was like a demo at the beginning of PS4 coming out that you could get at the time. It was kind of
No, no. No, I heard of it being worked on. I didn't even know there was even something you could
yeah,
play.
there's like a demo, but you can't get it anymore because they like canceled the game. But like, if you have like
Yeah.
Dreams or something like that, like people have remade the game in like Epic Engine and like Dreams, which is like a game development studio thing inside of PlayStation 4 that you can just like download and play people's like individual works. So I was like playing
It's
that.
called
So like
it's called PT.
yeah, it's called just PT.
Taking a note.
But you're like just in this never-ending hallway, and then there's like a lady, a ghost that's like a ghost that just like shows up and scares the crap out of you.
Like a jump scare
Yeah.
and gets you.
Oh, those are the worst. Those always get me in like everything. I just like instantly bells drop.
There's a funny one because I was waiting to say it too, but I'll just say it since we're kind of on that topic.
Yeah.
Warzone, they just did their update for like Verdansk at night, and it's like the Warzone map, and they have a jump scare in it. And dude, some of the videos everyone's posting, like streamers are posting, it's great. Like, uh, have you ever played a BR where you fly in with nothing and you pretty much got to loot for your equipment?
A BR? What's BR?
A battle royale game.
Oh, you mean like Fortnite or whatever?
Yeah, Fortnite, Warzone, Apex Legends, PUBG, whatever.
I've played a little bit of Apex Legends, but not a ton.
Oh, okay.
I'm not like super into those games, but I don't know.
Well, so like the
Yeah, I
premise,
understand
you
the
jump
idea.
in, you have nothing, so you got to find weapons. So in Warzone, they have these little chests, and like there's like a jump scare. So like you have nothing, and it's all dark, and it's kind of creepy. You walk up to the chest, and then like something goes over your screen, and fucking like people are freaking out over it. I love it.
Yeah. Like even like Destiny has like scary parts in it, like oh, on the moon, like with the goddamn moon people that like just freak me out. They're the worst.
I've never played it. I have not played that. I gotta play it.
But I'm also such a big goddamn sissy. I scare so easy.
You play Resident Evil 7, it's on this list. You ever
I
play that
haven't
one?
played that. The only Resident Evil game I've played
Dude,
is 4.
if 4 got you, 7 will get you.
Yeah.
Because it's first person. Oh man,
Oh,
it's like, oh yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I don't even do good with like scary movies. Like I scare easy. So like hell, like even the scary sections of like the Metal Gear games just freak me out.
Scary movies don't get me, dude.
Oh,
There's one that really got me. It was oh man. I'll have to ask my wife. I'll have to come back to it. I forget it. It's like there's a doll and
Chucky?
it's haunted. No, 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 no. Yeah, that's right. How would that be scary? Oh my god. No, no, it's like this little girl like doll with like glass eyes that's haunted, and then it's put in a museum. And
Okay.
then it's about this couple that like that actually haunts ghosts. or not haunts ghosts, like chases
Chase
ghosts or
Ghost.
whatever.
Okay.
They're real people, and it's like a movie that's like based in reality, but like
Not.
so it feels real.
Yeah.
So that's why it's scary. All the other ones I'm like Jason and Mike Myers.
I mean, I even
Doesn't
consider
feel
like
big.
Alien a scary movie, but I love Aliens,
Yeah,
so.
dude, me too. I love Alien.
But I mean, the jump scares in that, like, oh, the cat.
I don't even know it.
There's like a scene in that movie where it's like something's gonna spook you, and it's just the goddamn cat.
Oh, that's one of the older ones, isn't it?
Yeah, like the original Alien.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
All right, what
Let's
else
see.
you got here on the agendas for horror
This
games?
is a big one recently. I haven't played it. It's on PC. It's called Phasmophobia.
Is
Where
that the one where the ghost like tracks you around and like?
yeah,
Yeah, I've heard about this one. I haven't played it though. I've heard good things about it though. Well, go on.
yeah. I wish these had short descriptions so I could hit like a little tag of what the game is, but it's like 3
Yeah,
paragraphs.
so basically what the game is from what I've heard is like you're like ghost hunters and like I think it's a VR game and you're like playing with multiple people and like ghosts can get one person but like you don't hear they'll just like fall off the map like they died
Mm.
and like then the ghost will just spook the shit out of you.
Does another player play as the ghost or is
No,
it
the ghost is just
AI?
random AI. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. That actually makes it even crazier
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard
because you
good
have no
things
clue
about
what
that.
it's gonna do.
Yeah, exactly.
Then there's another one, World of Horror on Xbox One and
Haven't
PC.
heard that one.
Uh, it's an animated text adventure that's all spooky vibes all the time. So that's the snippet I got. Inspired by the works of H.P. Lovecraft and horror magna artist Junji Ito. It's a roguelite.
Oh, okay, so it's a roguelike. Okay. That's cool.
There's
Text-based
another one.
adventures. Have you ever played any text-based adventures, Connor?
Not in a long time.
Man.
Not in a long time.
Oh.
Maybe Oregon Trail.
I was playing Police Knots earlier this year, which is super fun. It's like it's a Kojima game, but it's like the games he made between the original Metal Gear and then like Metal Gear Solid. It's like a text-based
Okay.
adventure, but it's also got like first-person shooter like portions of it, and it's like a point and click game. Like on the
Huh.
screen, like you have like screens and like you like click shit and then like the guy talks about it. It's really funny.
That's interesting.
Well,
I think
he has another one called Snatcher too, which is like totally like a rip off of like Aliens the and like the robots totally look like T-1000 or just the original Terminator.
oh my
It's
gosh.
great.
No shame.
Yeah,
No
no
shame.
shame.
Just went for it.
But I mean, they were never released in English, so you got to get like fan translations for them
I
and like run
gotcha.
them on an emulator. But I don't know.
I played. I played one. It's on this. I think it's on this list. Is Until Dawn. That's kind of a text based
Is
adventure. I
it?
mean, it's more cinematic. Like it's pretty cool, dude. It's a fun game. Actually, it's kind of fucking scary. But like you're in this like mansion or cabin in the woods, and you have until dawn to get out. And there's this like fucking guy killing y'all. But
Okay,
really, like in the game, you're given like two choices, and you choose one or the other, and then your decisions lead to your ending.
sure.
It's pretty cool. It's fun.
Okay.
Carry on. Switch, Xbox, PC, Mac.
I've heard of
It's another
this
horror
one.
game.
I've really wanted to play it. You're basically like playing as this giant monster that just keeps growing and growing, and you just like kill dudes.
It looks gnarly in the screenshot. It actually looks fun.
Yeah, it looks like an awesome game. Like basically, you're the like monster, and you're killing all the dudes hunting you.
So so it's like I said, it's on Switch, Xbox One, PC, and Mac. So I could play it on my PC. I might look
Yeah,
into
there you
that
go.
too. Resident Evil 3, original and remake. I haven't played the remake, but like I said, the first one, man, That one scared the shit out of me.
I never played
I
it,
couldn't beat it.
but I'm
Man.
such a weenie, so
It's just freaky because you're already scared already from Resident Evil games.
yeah.
And then this big unkillable guy comes out and fucks with you in the beginning. Didn't like it. Didn't like it, man. I got freaked out and I turned it off and I never turned it back on. I swear.
Wah, wah.
So another the Dark Pictures anthology, Little Hope. This and the screenshot looks cool too. It's PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Oh, okay. So it's the Until Dawn developers. Okay.
Okay, I haven't heard about that.
I found I hit massive scale since I was getting their group back. The first part of Dark Pictures anthology had a lot of what made Until Dawn shine, so we're hopeful Little Hope improves on the formula and has some great scares of its own. Okay. Oh wait, maybe it's not even out. Releasing on October 30th. I don't know when this list was created. Layers of Fear, which is PS4, Switch, Xbox One, and
It was
PC.
made on the
I have not played it.
20th of this month.
This list?
Yes, sorry.
Oh no, you're good. Thanks for chiming in. That way I didn't scroll up. Okay, so it comes out in a few days. Well, that's cool. So the developers of Until Dawn have a new game coming out. Dark Pictures Anthology, Little Hope. Looks cool.
Nice.
Layers of Fear, I know nothing about at all.
I know nothing about that either. Sorry, buddy.
It's by Polish developer Bluebird. They're releasing. It's a psychological horror outing,
I feel like I've heard of them.
and you won't have it for Halloween. And when did they don't have the release date? They don't have the release date here. I'll have to come back on that on another time.
And you know what horror game I really want to play when it comes out is
What?
Ghostwire Tokyo.
Interesting. I don't know about
So
it.
it's made by Tango Games, which is like the studio run by the original creator of Resident Evil, Mijikamai.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, so looks good. Just as a
What was that called again?
Ghostwire Tokyo.
Got
Your notepad up.
my number 2 pencil and a piece of paper. Is it a number 2 pencil? Yeah, it's a number 2 Papermate Sharpwriter.
Oh snap!
Highly recommend these mechanical pencils. They don't have that stupid click thing. It's a twist.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can't.
One of the carpenters uses these.
I can't
So was
remember the
like,
last time I used a pencil. So
Grow up, dude. Grow up. I don't know why I have them either. Because I'm sick of writing with pens, dude. I'm sick of it.
yeah,
Because like the pens CZ uses and all that stuff, dude, always on my hands. Or
they're the ones
my
that always
dumbass-
blow up in your hands because it's too hot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
fucking hate those things.
Yep. Yeah. Or I'll leave them in my pants pocket
And they blow up in your
wash all our
pants.
clothes. Yeah, and fuck all of our clothes up. So
Yeah, fuck those
I
guys.
try to not use them anymore.
I just use my iPad for most shit that I write.
And if you're wondering what pens those are, if you're a listener, it is the Uniball pen.
Arizona
Not
problems, or just hot weather problems where the pen explodes in your pants. I can't count.
Yeah, or your truck.
Yeah.
If you leave it in your truck,
That's what always happened
for
to
the
me.
day.
Is I'd leave them in my car, my truck, and then they'd explode. Which
Yep, and then you go to write it, and it's just ink all over
Yeah.
you.
fuck my hand.
Mm-hmm. So Until Dawn, PS4. Oh, I didn't know that was a PS4 exclusive. Okay, dude, so fun. That's such
I
a
never
fun
played
game.
that one either.
That's the one I was telling you about earlier. It's
Okay.
It's based off your decisions. It's kind of told like a story. Oh wow, Red Dead Redemption, Undead Nightmare is up on here.
Never played that either.
That must have been like a DLC.
Yeah, I think so.
Amnesia Collection, PS4, Switch, Xbox One, and PC. Amnesia: The Dark Descent, its expansion, Justine, and the sequel, A Machine for Pigs, comprise what is still one of the best horror franchises of all time.
Wah,
You
wah.
could grab all three of them in the Amnesia collection,
Huh.
available on the PlayStation and Xbox stores. Interesting. According to this author, Amnesia is undoubtedly the series that ignited their love for the horror game genre.
Huh.
This is coming in high. This is coming in highly recommended.
Highly.
Okay.
Metro Exodus is the next one. I haven't played that one, but I have heard of it.
It isn't strictly a horror game. There aren't many jump scares, and there's no reanimated corpses. Okay, what's going on then?
Big monsters or something.
Big monsters. We got another one, Little Nightmares. Have not touched that. Don't know much on it. Sounds cute.
Silent Hill 2.
Silent Hill 2, the classic.
Haven't played that one either.
Oh, really? Dude, all the Silent Hills. Woo!
Are they spooky?
Out. Yeah, they are. Did you see the movie?
No.
That's a spooky movie too.
I mean,
Spooky. I know you don't.
I'm just a big weenie. I'm sorry.
No, I don't go out and see them.
Okay.
I don't. It's like if it's like on Netflix or something, you
Yeah.
know, I'm like, all right, let's watch it.
Maybe.
But I'm not like gotta go see a horror movie. Dude, this would have been a perfect episode. There's this guy I watch on Twitch and follow and stuff. He's a good dude. His name's Home of Horror Gaming, and that's like strictly all he does. All he does. He's been posting like 2 horror movies a day on Instagram, like to recommend.
Okay.
Yeah. Been good to get his insight.
Right.
Did you ever play Dead Space? That's one I wanted to play,
No.
but never played.
Never played Dead Space.
Oh man, I've seen gameplays of it. It looks so good and so fucking scary. It's kind of like Alien. You're like on a ship.
Well, I know.
And it's all quiet. You're like, oh man.
Well, they do have that like alien horror game where the alien like is super smart and like just stalks you through the whole game.
Really?
Yeah, I forget the name of it. It's Alien something.
Okay. It's part of the Alien franchise.
Yeah, it's part of the Alien franchise, and like the alien, like it's just like you and the alien, and you're like walking around in the goddamn ducks and shit, and like trying to outsmart the alien.
No thanks.
It sounds like great jump scares.
No thanks,
Yeah,
man.
No. That one was a hard pass for me too, because I'm again such a sissy.
Some Slender game, Slender the Arrival.
Slender Man.
Must be. Must be. Here it is, Resident Evil 7, Biohazard. Fucking that game.
Spooky.
That's a good spooky game.
Well,
man.
they do have that new one coming out here too, Resident Evil Village.
Yeah, 8. Yeah, I know. That looks good too. That's gonna be. Here's one. It's on my list. I didn't know if they were gonna get into it. So, Condemned.
Okay.
Criminal Origins. It was on Xbox 360, Xbox One, PC.
Huh.
Never
heard of it.
I don't know if it was Criminal Origins or if it was just Condemned, but it was like a launch title for the 360.
Okay.
So, and remember, there weren't that many games out. I think it was like Call of Duty and this and a few others.
When the 360 came out.
Yeah, when the 360 came out. And dude, that game was a scary, dude. It was.
I feel like the like Xbox 360 / PS3 generation was just kind of weird, but maybe that's just me.
You know, I kind of agree with you. Yeah.
I can't think of like any games that are like super memorable from that like time period.
Big one I wanted to really play was Halo Reach.
Yeah.
I think that came out on it.
We can get that now on PC, bro.
Oh, I know. Yeah, the Master Chief Collection. Yeah.
Game Pass, bro.
Game Pass.
Game Pass.
Get it.
Get that money.
Get it while it's hot.
Get it while it's hot. Best game. Best deal in games. Oh, here's your Alien Isolation, bro.
Is that the one you were talking about? Alien Isolation on PS4, Switch, Xbox One, PC, Xbox 360, PS3, Mac, everything. Tough sell as a horror game is what it is apparently saying. I'm trying to see if I can find info on it. I don't want to like create like Dead Space, but
Yeah, it's supposed to be super spooky, and the AI is like too smart for its own good. Like,
how?
go ahead. Basically,
No, no, no. Go,
no, the whole
go
game,
ahead.
the whole idea is that AI is like super duper smart. So like,
Oh my god, that's the abbreviation of it too.
what?
Alien Isolation AI.
Oh yeah.
But
Da-da-da.
thanks for that courteous laugh that you didn't give. I appreciate it. Just to let me know how unhumorous I am. I get it.
Uh,
It's cool. Oh man, I'm moving forward as this doesn't even look scary, but if those of you who have played it, you could set me wrong.
I
It's called
I've only played the beginning of this game, and it's
you played
yeah,
it?
I've played it. It's free on Steam. You get-
Doki Doki Literature
So
Club.
it's like a like the Japanese dating sims. Only apparently, as you go on, it starts like being like psychomatic, and like the characters start talking to you and shit, and like it's got even as like a disclaimer, like if you have like mental problems, don't play this game because it'll fuck with you.
Oh. Oh geez. I love my first gut reaction to it and then the first sentence of this. It says, "Don't judge a visual novel by its cover."
Yeah, so you go in, it's just like a normal dating sim, and then it just gets weird and like breaks the fourth wall apparently, and like totally fucks with you. But I haven't played that much into it.
Cool. That's cool.
Well,
This one, what's coming up next is it's Resident Evil Remake. Now, you probably haven't played it, or have you?
no
That was fun. I played it on so it's on PS4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, PC, PS3, Xbox
GameCube.
360. I played it on GameCube
Okay,
because that's where it first came out. It was first released on
man,
GameCube
that is
because GameCube
ancient.
had yeah, dude, GameCube had Resident Evil 0,
Yeah, I know.
and then just before that they did the remake, I think,
Okay,
of the first one.
yeah.
But man, it is scary. That one actually got me too because they introduced a new thing that I didn't even know. So you kill the zombies in the mansion
Uh huh.
and then they just fall down and then you leave the room and
And
you forget
back
about it.
up.
But yeah. Yeah. Over time they get back up and they get back up like aggressive.
Oh
They like
shit,
chase you. Yeah, dude.
that's fucked
Yeah.
up.
It was yeah. Like so didn't like it. God, we got quite a bit on this. It's Eternal Darkness, Sanity's Requiem.
Never played that either.
Haven't played that. Okay. Five Nights at Freddy's.
Nope.
You haven't played it? Oh, all right, I played that. It's pretty spooky, man. Kids love it too. I don't know why they're like they love that, but they can't watch like any scary movie. They're like, I'm gonna get nightmares. Oh, you haven't played Five Nights at Freddy's? Oh.
No, sorry, bro.
That's what my kids would say to you. That's what they would say to you.
Oh yeah,
Oh, that's it on the list. Okay, the rest were
that's
just
the
a
rest
ton
of
of
yeah,
comments.
that's the list.
Okay. All right. So I think what's interesting too. So those are like horror games.
Yeah.
What I love about holidays and just video games that can do it are in-game events. I really like it. My first taste at an in-game event was I was in Apex Legends
Uh huh.
last year, and they did their Shadowfall event,
Okay.
and it was basically like zombies. Like when you die, you come back as a shadow, and it's a kind of introduced their new character that wasn't a legend yet. Um, but it was pretty cool, dude. It was fun. It was you played oh my gosh, Kings Canyon at night. Like it was the Kings Canyon map, but night. Oh, it was really cool. And then they did an awesome like Christmas event that was like funny and
Okay.
like it was just they do a lot of cool in-game events. But I like what Warzone did too. They kind of did their own take on it with the haunting of Verdansk, which is just the map. The map is called Verdansk.
Okay. So it's just like a creepy map on the game.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and like they have cool skins. Like you could be the Jigsaw.
Yeah.
like creature, and like I think one of them's like Jason or some big ass dude with a mask, you
Uh-huh.
know. So these guys are running around. So that's kind of
Running
cool.
around screwing shit up.
Yeah. World of Warcraft has done some in-game events.
Yeah, but
I think Apex Legends is supposed to do one this year, and I think it's supposedly maybe coming out Tuesday, but I could be wrong. I didn't look into this before doing this.
yeah, I imagine like Final Fantasy 14 will have something this year as well. They always do things for holidays.
I like that. I like it when games like,
I play that game off
kind
and
of
on.
change it up. It was fun.
Yeah,
It was a good
yeah,
one.
it's good. It's super fun. There's so you can play up to like level 60 in that game right now, and like the first two expansion packs are like free.
That's so cool.
So I mean that's like 100 hours worth of content.
That's amazing. It's just straight free.
Yeah, straight free. Just download it and play. Like it's nuts. I don't know. Yeah.
This says best in game Halloween events goes to Destiny 2,
Okay.
which was the Festival of the Lost. I don't know if that's going on right now because I don't play it.
I don't know either. I feel like they're spending all
Overwatch,
their time getting ready for the new expansion coming out here in a couple weeks. But maybe I'm wrong. Overwatch.
maybe.
Never-
Yeah, I never played
Yeah, me
Overwatch.
neither.
I know that's a popular game, but I have not played it.
Me neither. Would you consider like you've been playing Among Us? Is that considered a horror game?
I don't know, man. It could be kind of scary because you're like, oh no, I hope he doesn't kill me. And it's like, it's kind of, yeah, I guess it's kind of, it's just fun.
Yeah.
It's just a fun, silly, like, I love it on the phone too, because like
Yeah.
I'll lay down for bed and kind of play a couple games, and it's just kind of like the simplest, dumbest
Silly
game.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see it as scary, but I could see how people get like tense over it.
Or what about like well going back to our second episode, The Last of Us.
What about it?
It,
What's the
well, do you
question?
think it's scary? Is that considered a scary game?
Uh, yeah, there's some for sure scary moments or like some frightening like jump scares too, and
The King of Rats or the Rat
the
King?
King of Rats.
That like
Oh, the guy in the
yeah, the
hospital.
giant zombie in the hospital.
That was probably the scariest moment
That thing
because when you like,
you
go ahead.
you're walking up to this like awful goddamn fucking ambulance and you're like it's got just like this one light on it and like the rest of the room is dark and you're just like there's a little bit of foreshadowing coming in here.
Yeah,
And then you
like
open that
something's
thing
gonna
up
happen.
and it's just like the worst thing ever.
I thought like the zombies in that game, like they had the normal ones
Yeah.
from the first one, and then they introduced that Shambler
Oh,
one. Yeah, I was like, ah, fuck these things. I was like, all right, cool. Well, if that's as hard as it gets, then I guess I can manage. And then the freaking whatever
yeah, the
the
rat.
Rat King came out.
So the first time I
I like that.
fought the Rat King, he actually like knocked me out of the goddamn level.
Whoa! Oh my
So I
gosh!
was just like walking around like in the atmosphere
In empty
in
space.
empty space and I could like see him like off in the distance trying to get to me, but I was off like outside of the map.
So it glitched you
Yeah,
out. That is insane. Wow, there was a few. I think that's why they keep updating it. There's a few game breaking things I noticed too. Like I forget where it was. It's in the beginning when you're on the horse with Dina
okay.
and you're going through some town. I think some little town, and you got to go through the building. And they're like, "How did these zombies get here?" I climbed on top of like a locker just because it was like, oh, you can't really interact with the
Yeah.
environment too much. But there was like a locker on the wall, and it was like, oh, I could climb it. So I was just curious, like, fuck. So I climbed it, and then it put me through the map. I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Which is funny because I can't remember the last time I got like kicked out of the map in a game. Like that just doesn't happen very often anymore.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
I guess I did that in when I was playing Horizon. I fell off of like a cliff and just ended up in like this weird zone.
I had it a lot in Skyrim.
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, that's just a Elder Scroll game. They're always jank as fuck.
Yeah, I was so pissed too because I had this one task and I killed like the Witch King and had to get her dagger or some shit.
Yeah.
There's like 3 you had to kill,
You,
and her dagger flew into the map after I killed her. And I was like, "What the hell?" So like, oh, I'll just like go back inside and reset it. But when I went back inside, it saved over my save, and I was like, no.
yeah, you can definitely break the fuck out of those games. They're like janky.
Yeah, they're not the smoothest. That's for sure.
I mean, what do you expect though from like just a giant game?
Almost unending.
Well, like the original one was like procedurally generated. So like you could literally just like walk forever.
What do you mean?
Like
Like Morrowind or what?
the one before that, I don't remember the like dagger something. Like it was
Okay.
procedurally generated. So like literally you could just start walking. Like there's a story on some internet site a couple like years ago where some dude had been walking for like 2 years straight in the game.
I gotta look that up. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I'm gonna write that down with my number 2 pencil. I guess I could just re-listen to it and do that, but
right?
all right, all right, all right. So I guess I kind of, while we're going through all those games, I went over like my top horror games, which was Condemned, Resident Evil 7, and Resident Evil 3, the OG.
Okay.
What about you? I know you said Resident Evil 4.
Yeah, Resident Evil 4. I mean, I guess you could kind of consider it a horror game, but like Death Stranding.
It's it's pretty
It
scary. I mean, you
definitely has
don't
some like
know
scary elements. I mean, there's definitely lots of times where you're just like driving around delivering packages, but you definitely have those like monsters that are trying to kill you a lot in that game. It's definitely like a very surreal game.
I love what someone was calling it. Just I forget what podcast I was listening to, but they were calling it a delivery simulator.
Yeah.
So,
Like,
like, just cut it down, man. Cut that game down to its
I
core.
mean, that game's basically called this last year of our lives almost. Like a bunch of people living
Yeah, the
inside
Amazon
it.
delivery
You're the
driver.
Amazon delivery driver for all the people like avoiding the coronavirus.
That's great.
Like the fuck.
Oh my gosh. Pretty much, man.
But
Well, I think
PT
go ahead.
game is super freaky. Like I don't know what to tell you. I need to play it again.
I've never played it. I've
What?
seen some gameplay. Yeah, I know. That's one of my ones. It's like, do I pick that up or do I pick up Cyberpunk? I'm already late to the show on Death Stranding, so I think I'll just not do that over the holidays and play a new game.
Sure. Yeah, it's super good, dude. I'd play it if I was you, but you don't have to.
Yeah, I was talking with Amphi about it too. He was like, I think he was saying like he put a lot of hours into it and then
Stop playing.
yeah, because he was doing a delivery and you can't save if you're out in the world, I guess. Like you have to go back and you could save or whatever.
Huh.
And like he got killed and like he just I don't know. Maybe I'm misunderstanding what he said, but I think he just stopped. And he's like, "All right."
I don't know. I beat the game. I liked it. It's a good game.
Speak
It's
Speaking of Kojima, you have something about a new game?
Oh yeah. So apparently they announced today that they're looking for new people for a new game that they're making. So clearly they're making something new. I mean, it's not like we didn't know they were going to make something new. I can't imagine he'd be like,
Breaking Breaking news, Kojima Productions is hiring.
so if you speak Japanese and you're looking to, work on some video games.
Do you speak Japanese?
No.
No, not at
I
all?
mean,
Like a
I
little
I know
bit?
a little bit, but like I don't know. I just suck at language in general, so like fuck, I can hardly speak English.
Barely good at English, like I feel that. I do feel that.
English and then Spanish
Oh,
curse words. That's my vocabulary. I know I don't know. I can speak a little
Oh,
Japanese,
don't get me going on Spanish. I'm like
half fluent.
half there, half there, half not.
Yeah,
But I mix up words.
yeah.
So I sound like an idiot when I'm telling the guys at the job site to do something. And they're like, "What?"
The fuck?
And then they say something to me, and I only get half of it. So I'm like, "What?"
All they're saying is
So-
"Pinchy Gringo Patron."
no, they're not saying that. I know when someone's talking shit.
I've heard people
I
talk so much shit about me.
I loved. Dude, this is a funny story. This has nothing to do with video games. So the last house building in Oklahoma, the concrete crew were all Hispanic, and Ian knows this. You know Ian.
Yeah.
Yeah. So me and Ian worked there. We lived together in an apartment, and we're managing the project together. And the whole concrete crew thought we were boyfriends. Yeah, yeah. And so I didn't find this out till like the end of the job when they were coming out to pour the driveway. And like Eloy was there working on a steel system, and you know how he likes to like
Oh, he's the
just
gossip
talk to
queen.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's talking to him, and then he comes back at like I come back at lunch. He's like, "Hey, those guys think you and Ian are boyfriends." I was like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah. They think you guys, that's your house. Like they thought the Connex was our house. Like the job site trailer
Oh,
was
yeah.
our house, and we lived in there." And like I was like, "Oh my god." So I loved it, man. I got him back because like I was taking photo, and I thought it was weird because that morning
Start
I
taking
was taking
pictures of their
photos.
butts.
No, well that morning I was taking photos of them tying rebar, for documentation.
Yeah.
And like they were like looking at me weird, like, "Why are you taking it from behind?" I was like, "That's fucking weird. Why are they like that?" And then like Eloy tells me at lunch that's what happened. So I was like, "Oh my god." So I wouldn't mess with them when they'd be down there tying rebar. I'd just stand behind them, like all close. And they'd be all fucking disturbed. Like, I loved it, dude. I was just like, and pretended like I didn't know what was happening, or I just like wink at him. Okay, never mind. That
Anyways,
was a bad story. Yeah,
that story.
whatever. I thought it was funny. But let's see here. Yeah. Did you hear about the Uncharted movie? I
Yeah,
meant to bring it
yeah,
up when we were talking about The Last of
they
Us.
were, bringing up some, like I don't know, they released some, like, original pictures for it. It's like last
Yeah. Today too, there's a
Yeah.
couple, or maybe I'm just seeing it today.
Yeah, it
But
came out this morning. Tom Holland and company.
yeah, can you believe? All right, so can you believe Mark Wahlberg is Sully?
What?
Yeah, Mark Wahlberg is the young Sullivan.
I've
I don't buy it.
Whatever.
He's like tall in the games.
Well, I mean, you can make people look tall in movies, I mean, look at Tom Cruise.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
They
Yeah,
just put him on
John
top of
Wayne.
a, milk crate in every scene.
Yeah, John Wayne was short,
Yeah.
but he looks like a giant in all his
Or
movies.
just, like, dig a hole for the other tall guys to stand in.
Yeah, or The Hobbit or whatever, Lord of the Rings. That's kind of cool. That's one thing that fascinates. We're gonna like go on a whole tangent here,
That's
but
okay.
that that's what fascinated me about the Lord of the Rings movies is they like I know they did do a lot of computer graphics, but they also did a lot of like
Force perspective.
tricks. Yeah,
Yeah,
which is really fascinating.
yeah.
Like how they could like think that through, think of their shots through to that level before they like even run a camera on how to not have to waste as much CGI.
Well, it's a lot cheaper to do the force perspective and do, like, things like that rather than doing the CGI.
Yeah, and not spend all your money
Yeah.
on post production.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you'll it's a lot cheaper to just frame a scene differently so that you can make people look smaller, which is super interesting.
Yeah, and like looking at the movies, it's really cool how they did like especially what's that dwarf? The guy who Gimli?
Yeah, Gimli.
Gimli, he's the best, dude.
Yeah.
But he's actually like 6'5" or 6'8".
What?
Like that actor is. Yeah, dude.
Huh.
If you look up that actor, he is a beast, man. But they make him look like a little man next to Legolas and like everyone else.
That'd be a pain in the butt, but whatever.
Right? Yeah, like but I mean Frodo looks like a little child, so that wasn't that hard to do.
Well, I feel like a lot of the scenes in there are just like face shots too, and that's probably intentional.
Oh yeah, that's true. Well, they got a lot of them standing as a group, and
Yeah, they do. It,
it doesn't look all terrible. That's probably where the forced perspective came in.
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe they CG'd those. I don't know. I'd like to see that breakdown.
Well,
Me and my
I
buddies.
mean, they did
Go
giant
ahead.
like documentaries for those videos, so you could probably figure out how like
That is true. There's
hours
hours,
of
and hours.
production footage.
We used to watch those movies on New Year's Day. So you party on New Year's, and then that would be like our hangover cure is like just chill and dark and
Chill and
watch all
watch
the
the
movies.
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, the trilogy. Yeah, the original trilogy, not the Hobbit series. There's only one trilogy.
Star Wars trilogy.
It's not, and it's not the Return of the King. It's Return of the Jedi. I don't know. I'm probably
Clone Wars.
terribly quoting. Huh?
Clone Wars.
No. I was trying to quote Clerks too, but I was doing it
Okay.
terribly.
God,
He's like, I just made some super geek puke.
man, it's been so long since I saw that movie.
Oh yeah? Oh man. It's so funny. I watch that one all the time. All the time. That's one of my favorites. That and 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Okay.
I can watch those anytime.
I remember back at the Arizona Center, I went and saw Clerks original, and like the guy that played, was it Dante?
Dante, yeah.
He came and like spoke at the end of the showing, so that was kind of cool.
Really?
Yeah,
That's pretty rad.
yeah. Way back,
Was this like I was gonna say, was this like probably around its release, or was this
it's
like
like in high school, so I don't know,
okay?
early
Yeah.
2000s.
That's awesome, man. That's pretty cool they did that. I love that movie too.
I was playing Halo every day with my buddies.
Oh, dude. Yeah, man. I got plenty of stories we could tell in another episode. Halo.
Oh, so much good
That was
back in the day.
I know. So in upcoming news, I don't know if you heard this. So the new Mortal Kombat 11 on the next gen.
Rambo.
Dude, yeah, it's all your favorite characters and Rambo. Of course, he's got to make an appearance on
Fuck
this game.
yeah.
Plus, dude, this is crazy.
Rambo never
I don't
killed
know if these are
anybody.
like what?
I said Rambo didn't kill anybody.
Did you see the first one? I've never seen it.
Yeah, he never killed anybody in the first one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Then what's he have like PTSD at the end about? Because I know like
Well,
he breaks down at the end.
he didn't kill anybody like in the movie. Like he killed people in Vietnam, but he didn't kill anybody in the movie.
Oh, okay.
So I love like in
I'm
the
such a
later
noob.
movies where he's just like blasting dudes.
Yeah, like way too savage. I remember like I think it was like 4 or 3. He's like up on the hill with like a machine gun,
I love the one
and like everyone.
where he's
Go
in like
ahead.
Southeast Asia somewhere and he just kills like a whole platoon of like I don't know.
Bad
Yeah,
guys for some reason.
bad guys from the military. So good.
The best. Good old action films. And also, dude, on it is a RoboCop.
Fuck yeah.
That's crazy.
Spawn.
And then I like that they're having Spawn, dude. And they got the Joker, which it looks like Mark Hamill's the cartoon Joker he plays.
Sweet.
They got the Terminator.
T-800, bro.
The
Arnold.
old Arnold.
That'll be
And then they've got yeah, it'll be sick. And they got Chuck Norris and Jon Claude Van Dam on Mortal Kombat 11.
Are they gonna have Stegall too?
Yeah, and Steven Seagal. Yeah, that's right. With no, they're not on it. That'd be so sick. How sick would that be?
Right? Or Blade?
Blade, yes, that'd be cool. Wait, I think Blade was in some game.
Oh, probably.
I don't know.
Can we just get like all the different versions of like Arnold action characters, like Total Recall Arnold and like Kindergarten Cop Arnold and like
Ooh, I got something with Kindergartner Cop. Dude, that's such a good movie.
Somebody should make a fighting game where you're just playing different Arnold characters.
Last Action Hero.
Yeah, exactly.
But they're all the same.
Yeah, they're all the same character, just like different
Just
outfits.
a different shirt. Yeah.
That'd be
Stupid.
so good. Arnold attacks.
Yeah, Arnold. Yeah. Just a game, just Arnold. That's it.
Just Arnold fighting himself.
Oh my god. The governor.
Yeah.
He could be the governor.
Governor.
Oh my god. So Kindergarten Cop. I didn't look it up, but I wanted to say it on this. These kids. They're like
Fucking
running with the dogs. You hear that? They like
Yeah, somebody
hit the wall.
ran into the wall. That's okay.
Yeah.
Squirrel.
Keep it down. I don't even know what I'm saying. Kindergarten Cop.
Yeah,
We're watching Back to the Future, and what's that guy? The dad in it, Crispin Glover. Is he the bad guy in Kindergarten Cop?
I don't know. It's been so long since I saw Kindergarten Cop.
I wanted to ask you because we like to play this thing where we watch a movie and we go like, oh, then he was in this one. Oh, they were in that one.
I'm so bad.
You know, like from our memory.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. Just looking at him, I'm like, this guy looks like the bad guy in Kindergarten Cop. So now I gotta look that up. Kindergarten Cop. IMDb. Who do we got? I love his name is Kimball. Crisp. No, it's not.
Do you have
But his
PlayStation
name's Crisp.
Plus? Just BT.
I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I do.
Nice.
What? Why?
Just wondering.
It is cool because sometimes you do get free games that you could download.
I mean, you always get free games to download.
No, but sometimes they have like this month's like PlayStation Plus game that you can get.
That's every month.
Oh, you're thinking PlayStation Now, the streaming?
No, Plus.
Where
You get 2 free games a month.
Then I never download them. Then I'm a stupid idiot.
Yeah, you're an idiot. You're giving away free games, bro.
I'm a stupid dummy head.
Like, the reason I was asking, because I have like an insane amount of games on my PlayStation because of that.
I can't keep that many games on my PlayStation because it doesn't have a lot of storage left because Warzone takes up like 200 gigs.
Yeah, I have an external with like 4 gigs on it, so that's why I.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, even still, like, yeah, I don't know. I have like something like 60 games on my PlayStation.
Jesus, bro.
I know, and like most of them are
That's
PlayStation
killer.
Plus games.
That's awesome, man.
I love how you
I need to get.
haven't been downloading the free games, or like you don't even have to download them. You just add them to your library and then download them whenever you want to play them.
Don't tell me how to live my life, dude. Like, I know.
Like,
I'm the worst variety gamer, but I'm a gamer. Like, I don't know. I should play more games, but I only play a few, and that's because my time is spare. And not saying like, oh, I'm some cool dude with like important things. I'm just saying like, I don't know. I just feel like I don't have enough time in the day.
You got a wife and kids.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we got Vampire and Need for Speed Payback this month for free.
That's cool.
Go
I don't even know what Vampire is.
No.
I don't even think I would play either of those though.
Yeah, whatever.
It's free, man.
It's free. Might as well add it to your library.
Free real estate.
Womp womp. Just in the.
Well, I don't. Go ahead.
Just in the.
Go ahead, Lucas.
Just in the middle of Nevada.
What's in the middle of Nevada?
Just the free real estate.
Oh, is that where it is?
You know, just like somewhere in the middle of nowhere with no roads going to it. It's like, yeah, you can have it for free.
Take it. Oh, it's dumb meme from some dumb TV show.
Oh.
Tim and Eric's Awesome Show.
Oh.
If you ever heard of that. I never watched it, but
I
they had a clip.
can't watch them because they're too awkward.
Yeah, I know.
They're so awkward, and it's like nails on a chalkboard for my brain.
That's like oh my gosh. Nathan For You? You ever see that? Is that the show name?
I don't know. There's lots of
Oh
Adult
my.
Swim games that are just like nails on a chalkboard for my brain because they're just like so awkward and I can't handle it. Even though I'm probably an awkward as like fucking comes, but whatever.
We all
Yeah,
are.
right.
We're all awkward in our own way, for sure.
Like we could just like say something and just like sit here staring at each other for 5 minutes and like say something again. Like just make it really weird.
Let's do it. Let's see how cringe we could get anyone listening.
That's okay.
Just kidding.
Let's not waste their time.
I'm kidding. I'm a kidding. So on that note, I'm gonna start a new segment where we're gonna do our soundtrack send off, where it's we're gonna play a song at the end of each episode, and at the end of this episode is a song by Harris Heller. It's called "Notice Me." It's a good synthwave little track,
Okay.
and yeah, I just want to thank everyone for stopping in, listening. I love you long time, and yeah,
Absolutely. Thank you everyone for tuning in and see you next Tuesday. Good night.
bye bye.